What is up, people of YouTube?
I'm your host, Vernon.
This is Carpenter Creek.
Let's fish that.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, me and Charlie squad, that's the four of us. We're out here today trying to find some fish up here in Carpenter Canyon. Last time me and AJ was out here, it was winter. It's now in the middle of summer. Water levels are a lot lower, and I still want to see whether these fish are as easy to catch or if it's a lot more difficult to do so. Now, of course, the idea is going to be quiet. That's why we're breaking up into smaller groups, trying to move up the canyon to find some holes with some fish. The idea for today is we each at least want to catch one fish out there. We are, of course, targeting some Lahont and Cutthroat trout. These fish were stocked way back in the 70s in these waters. They are now the native fish of these streams, so it's very important that you practice safe catch and release on these fish. They're not going to get stocked again. The fish that's here is the only fish that's in these waters. We want to try and keep this place fishable for a long time, and we can only achieve that by releasing these fish. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to move up to some of the pools. We're spaced out a bit so we don't spook off the fish, try to see if it's easy to catch them. We are, of course, using some fly rods and some flies to try and find these small little trout. So obviously I'm excited about this type of fishing. I know this does not translate that well on the camera of how much fun it is stalking these little creeks, catching these small fish, but we're not going to catch anything standing around, so let's get to it. And there we are. We got our first little cutthroat for today. These are lovely little cutthroats we have in here. You see the little red on the pectoral fins, some nice big teeth, some orange on the jaw. Let's get this guy back down there into the water. And he's just swimming around the pool. Doubt that you'll be able to see it in the dark. Might find some better pools to get some better shots.
Wow, good job, Vernon. You got one. Come here, ladies.
He's gone.
Well, counts as a catch, and then you let him go early.
There we go, tiny little.
Just a little guy.
Quickly hand the net, AJ. Alright, so we want to not touch these guys. So we're using the little net to get the fly out. Normally the fly comes out easy, but on this small guy, I think he has a proper grip on it. One
Little cutthroat trout.
little cutthroat trout, lovely colors and patterns on this one. Let's get him back into the water. These fish love swimming into the net. Go the other way, buddy. And he's out. Alright, so let's get one more little guy, then we pass the rod on to the next person. There we go, another tiny guy. And he popped off right there, back into the water. Let's hand the rod over to someone else, see if they can catch any of these small little fish.
There's a lot of trout in there.
Let's quickly just remove some of the trash. Ah,
You saw that?
yeah, he spit it. Ah, my bad. Sorry, AJ. Try again.
I think it's still over there. Did you see him swim away?
It's under the wood.
Son of a bee, Vernon.
You're getting the bites, AJ.
I know I'm getting the bites.
You'll land one now. Keep it low, keep it low.
There we go.
There we go.
First
AJ's
catch.
on the board.
There we go. A little bit bigger of a cutthroat here. Come here, buddy. Nice in the lip. Let's get this out. All right, and
Lovely
he's
colours.
free.
Let's quickly show the orange cut on the bottom of the fish. Just want to get the fly out of the net. Let's quickly get the fish some oxygen
Very
first.
very beautiful fish. Look at those colors. Nice.
Beautiful colours. You
Nice
can see the little
fish.
orange down there. That is the cut. That is how we know it's a cutthroat trout. Lovely colours on this one.
Nancy, you want to come see this? Or are you good? You know what? You're catching the next one.
Alright, quickly going to ask AJ to release the fish.
Here we go, buddy. Wants to go into the net still. There we go. And he's off.
And he's off, swimming around. Lovely little fish. Back to the hole.
Nice. All right.
Well done,
Man,
AJ.
look at all those fish.
A lot of fish down there.
There is a lot of fish down
We're
there.
going to get some flies back there, see if we get some more.
Yeah, here we go. One more time.
Alright guys, wife just managed to catch one. Quickly going to get him off the hook.
Can I hold on to him?
Kijk hoe die lijkt niet, die kwam weer los mee.
Did you tell me, Vernon, that this is, that is,
National fish, the state fish. Lahontan cutthroat trout.
Long-term cutthroat, yeah.
Alright,
So that's my first cutthroat.
first cutthroat for the wife. Quickly going to get this guy back into the water.
Oh man. Here we
And
go.
off he goes. Actually bending the rod.
Shall we
The
come on?
hook is already out. Lovely little fish. You can see the orange when he opens his mouth.
There we go. Perfect.
Alright, but let's get him back into the water. Alright, back into the water. Gonna try and get him out of the net.
Yeah.
And he's out.
Yep.
You got one?
Ah.
No one. Came off. It's the problem with using barbless hooks. Very easy for these fish to spit out the hooks. Have to keep tension on the line to ensure the hook stays in place.
Ah!
Tiny little guy.
Tiny little one. This is a tiny one. So cute. Upper lip.
All right, nice little guy.
It's such a tiny one. There it goes.
There it goes, swimming away nicely. These fish love swimming down into the net for some reason. Rather than going for safety, they go down into the net. Once you lift the net, they swim out.
Oh. Whoa, look at that
The big
boy.
one.
Come on, get in there. Get in there. Dude, that is a huge fish.
Here we go.
Charlie, get away from it. That is a huge fish.
So alright guys, so in all honesty, this is probably my biggest Lahontan cutthroat trout. My new PB. Just quickly getting the hook out of there.
Do you want a length measurement? Do you have a lip grip to measure against?
Yeah, the fly out.
Yeah. But just like, there
Wow,
we
dude.
go. It's big.
13 inches.
Drop the fly, AJ.
Dude, that is a huge fish for this pond.
And lovely colours on him as
Oh,
well.
absolutely beautiful. Clearly see the...
So
Dude, that's a big fish.
Give him some oxygen quickly.
Nathan, come here.
Well done for keeping him on.
Alright, so you can clearly see the lovely orange on his throat there.
Sorry.
That's how we know it's a cutthroat trout. Lovely reds and browns on this one.
Beautiful fish.
Get him back into the water.
Amazing job, Vernon. That was a tiny hook too.
Yeah. It's just... Get him some...
There you go, buddy. Good job.
And off he goes.
Swimming back ever so slowly. Back he goes to his hole. Left.
Nancy caught a fish! Right, Nancy, now unhook the fish. Charlie, come here.
What does that mean?
Just grab the fish with the... Here, give me the rod.
Yeah.
Grab the fish with your left hand and then unhook it with your right hand.
And that means, guys, each and every one of us
Taking photos of it. Oh, let me put the video on.
have now at least caught a fish. Lift it out of the water. Charlie,
Charlie, get back here. Come here.
there we
Here,
go.
show it to me.
Lovely fish, each one of us on the board. Let's get him back into the water.
Hey, good job, Nancy.
Yeah, well done.
Except I got this caught. Now,
There he goes.
Oh, that's fine. For the genome sequencing now.
Got the big one.
oh my God!
Oh,
Wow, that's bigger than your last one.
that's
Well-
huge. That's probably the big, like the really big one.
He came back down from the top.
Wow. That thing's about the same size.
Beautiful.
Alright, so finally got
The big
the
one.
big one
Big
from
one
this
in the
pool.
pool.
Quickly have a look at him. Lovely colors on this one. Reds and browns. Just want to put him back in the
That's
net.
probably the biggest in these streams.
I think there are a few of this size up here, but this one is the biggest one for this pool.
Yeah.
Let's get him back into the water.
That's probably the maximum size.
Dude, when we were up here last time, these fish were not this big. These fish are huge.
Well, I don't think the bigger ones were willing to bite. I think they're
Well,
a
no,
lot
it's also
hungrier
winter
now.
time, so,
So, what do you think is the size on this one, AJ?
I think that's I don't know, what, 14 ounces?
How many inches?
I say 13 or 14 inches.
So, nice big fish. Let's get him back. And off he goes. Alright guys, so the gang basically broke up into smaller parties. We're each fishing some holes, trying to see what we can find. I've been staring at this hole for a while now, something like 20 minutes, and I've noticed there's a big fish that seems to be stuck under this rock. It's moving a lot around, but it seems to be stuck. It's not getting out of this hole. So I'm quickly going to see if I can perhaps grab it, drag it out of there, and release it back into some deeper water. The fish is out. It's a bit beaten up, but at least it's out of the hole. See if we can get some shots of him. He looks a bit beaten up. I want to just check on him because it looks like his lip is hanging.
Oh, shame. Big. Just putting him on the ground is not a good idea.
He's going to make it, but he has a
A small
fish
as
tail
well.
sticking. It's recording. This guy has a fish tail sticking out of his mouth, showing that they do eat some of the smaller fish.
Yeah, he's not beating up at all. He's just trying to digest that thing.
Well, he was definitely stuck under that rock.
Here, let's get it
So he probably got stuck under the rock going after the small guy.
Well, that's the biggest fish today.
But this one was not caught on fishing rod and reel. This one's caught with the net. Quickly want to get him back into the water. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we had a pretty successful day out there. Walked around looking at a few spots, managed to get some fish out there. We succeeded by each one of us at least getting a fish, but we of course caught quite a lot more of them, each one of them successfully released. I was thinking that these fish might be quite line shy or fly shy, but it seems that the warmer temperatures are warming the water, so these fish too need to eat. We've been getting quite a lot of hits from them, had quite a lot of hook sets that we missed, but we managed to get quite a lot of fish out there, and even some of the bigger, more decent sized fish were willing to go for the flies this time around. Alright, but this video is also one of those bittersweet videos. We didn't make our way just out here just to try and find some small little trout. This is actually one of the last trips we'll be doing with AJ out here. AJ recently got a job in a different state, so they're going to be moving out of state. We might do some videos with them a bit later in the year, but for the time being it's going to be one of the last videos out here in Nevada. So I want to do a special thank you to him and his wife for joining us on this trip, spending some time for one last fishing trip out there with us. I'll see what footage we have and what footage we can use, but of course, being good friends, we tend to spend quite a lot of time talking all sorts of nonsense, a lot of it not suitable for YouTube. But we had a pretty good time out there, caught some great fish. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Feel free to ask any questions down below in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, hit the big little red button that says subscribe. That will turn grey saying subscribed. And hit the little bell notification next to that if you want to know of when I upload videos. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.